Is the 885, the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. If you'd like to sponsor come and share more of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi, please contact me directly. You very greatly appreciate it. They were doing Simon Tuf Kuf Pei Aleph, Siv Gimel to Yud. Gimel. L'chein Amina Gitzlein, Dimcha Rosh Yom Chamishi, which comes down for Thursday, Maschim Maschim Yom Rishon, Kislev on Sunday, V'Avei Arba Yom, it's 4 days. I mean, Chal B'Shabbos, if it takes place on Shabbos, Chavei Shishi Yom, 6 days. There's Tamim Maschim Yom Rishon, because always start on Sunday, Shu Rishon L'Maaseh Bereishis, which is the first day of creation. V'Asher Ha'adam L'Tachas Abriya Avod Hashem Yisbarach, since man is the purpose of creation, to serve Hashem. L'chein Maschim B'Tshuva, Yom Rishon B'Yad, we start doing Tshuva on the first day of the Bria, which corresponds, of course, to Sunday. Mishmur says that different reason. He says so it should be always the same day, therefore they always start on Sunday. Rosh Hashanah comes on Monday, over Yom Shlishi, or Tuesday. Maschil min hayom Yoroshin Shlosh Shavuot Shel begin from the first day of the previous week. Ben kol slicha amrim gimel midos yitrin. Each of the slichos you say to your gimel midos. Hashem Hashem karach v'chanon. Chetzer le'shatzi satei b'talos. Chetzer shle'til must wear talos. Av shekol marayom, even though it's before sunlight. That leads before daylight. Chem Masha Rosh Hashanah, because that seems to Rosh Hashanah that Nisata because Baruch Hu Tzibor Hashem goes, so to speak, got after the house. Like it's Tzibor to say Gimel Midos. Dal v'day you should know she'esh lizor b'slichos elu b'shel b'hai b'shnei dvarim. You should be careful with these slichos, and those are b'hai in two things, which people are not so careful about because we don't pay that much attention to what we are saying, myself included. Achas elu she'em mistanim. Those who are not fasting, Slicha Muskar Loshen Tainis, that someone in the Slicha mentions the language of fasting. Lame said they shouldn't say this. He shouldn't be like a liar. The Yom Loshen Tainis, they say the language of davening instead of language of fasting. Vashenis in the second one, but it says that what we're saying is the night before the dawn. Like what it says, when they cry out when it's still night. Or Bashmaras HaBoker, when we say in the morning watch. Now we say this very often when it's very broad daylight, and we are as if saying lies. So we should skip these words. But I have not seen that the minhag is that way. The minhag is to say the words either because we don't really understand what we're saying anyway, or because we're not, for us, relatively speaking, it's early, so therefore it's nighttime. But it's of course, would be better theoretically to skip. Another may not leave his house to go sleep. Except on Erev Rosh Hashanah, they should marvin with slichos, where they say many, when they say many slichos. So too the people that have the minute to say lots of slichos in Yom Kippur. In front of the Amud as a shliach tzibur. Can't call you base chodesh avivimo. Also, during the 12 months, which is father and mother. Unless he is the appointed shliach tzibur. This is talking about during the actual Yom Tovim. Mishnah adds, but during the days of slichas, even in Rosh Hashanah Tshuva, it is permitted for an avel to serve a shliach tzibur. Hey, v'daku achar shliach tzibur. They should pursue a shliach tzibur yesa gadol, who's the greatest person you can possibly attain. Let's say the most appropriate person, b'teira, in learning ma'asim and deeds. She'espal me'asich Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur should be the shliach tzibur. Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. She'emen shleish Hashanah 30 years old. She'nasi should be married. Dugmas hakohen gadol. Similar to the kohen gadol, she'll also avodah avodas Yom Kippurim. He was now allowed to serve in the avodah of Yom Kippur. She'ein nasi when he was not married. Because it says so he has to atone for himself and for his household. The Bishop says, Pasha, if he has two choices, one which is a Bentari Rechet, and the other which is not Bentari Rechet, but is married, etc. Let's say the second person who is, no, it's not married. No, sorry, if he's not married, it might be, according to Mishabura, it might be a mortal issue. He says the second guy is a simple guy who's married and more than 30. No. Okay, I'm getting confused. If one of them is mentor, but he's not married, he's not more than 30 years old, he doesn't have kids, etc., the Ben Torah comes first. Okay. I don't know if I said that right that time either. If you have somebody who's mentor, another person who's married, 30 years old, and so still the Ben Torah comes first, even if he's single and under 30. Okay. I hope I said right that time. Miu Kolsein Kuva says Arukh HaShulchan, of course, none of this is an impediment. All Jews are suitable to serve as Shluchei Tzibur. As long as the community is agreeable to this person. But if he violently seizes the Amud, ain't only Makrav Amid, don't even answer Amid to his brachas. He was to be able to be motzi everybody in the congregation. Yeah, he has to exempt them by his davening. Yellowstone A, if he has an enemy, and the Shlotzil has a mind not to be motzi that enemy, even his friends are not yotzi with this filah. Says nearly the Ze'enu Elok Shiesh Arbei Amaratim. There's the only issue when there are many people who are ignorant. Who don't know the Am in the Rome. Yotzim with the Tzibur and the Yotzim with the Shliach Tzibur. I would say to Papa Shekol Cham Mispal Atzor, everybody down on his own. Lo Sheach Cloud things that this all is not relevant. Mishum Kai Kedusha Baruch Hu without Kai the Dvarim Sheba Kedusha, Kai Kedusha and Baruch Hu. And it's it's not obligatory that you to be Yotze in these things. It's not a personal obligation that each person has to exempt. Because some Misonim Davar Sheba Kedusha. And you have 10 people, they answer Davar Sheba Kedusha. Sheesh B'Shas Ma'aseh Oneh Yimayim, whenever they're whether they're Yotze or not Yotze, responds with them. Said he would answer Amen. Except Musar Rosh Hashanah, it's possible to say that since the Ikat Kiyos and Maseh Brachos, it's primary Kiyos in the order of the Brachos. It's Lein Shein talking about Lachash. And here we don't blow by Israel by Ashkenaz. You don't blow by Israel Shemanes, right? You can Ikat Filo Shel Shel Tzibur. Maybe they can argue the main field is out of the Shel Tzibur. Okay, Mutzi Yom Kippur in the Avoda. Maybe Mutzi Yom Kippur the main field is out of the Shel Tzibur because of the Avoda. V'lai Zeni Rakamotzi as the Tzibur. Maybe these two instances can be seen as being Motzi the Tzibur, but even Mitzman Hazev, it's not sure. Braxton says, Miu Zevade. This is certainly true. Masha Regiling, Hamon Lamar the Gam, Echad Yachol, Lake Mios Pony Shel Tzibur. The masses have this saying that even one person can impede a certain person be a Shliach Tzibur. Davar Zem Mevili De Machlokas. This brings about disputes. Okay, and it's not true. Elohochin Achar Das Robert Tzibur. The opinion of most of Tzibur. Because Ken Levush Leil Simon Stim Nun and Gimel Vayim B'Shtav B'Shalom Levush already wrote this. Vav Nogush Misha Michasi B'Mitzvah Yispal Yitkov V'Loritza B'Psul. Somebody who has already had a chazaka on the mitzvah to daven or to blow the shofar in public, and he has not become possible in the meantime. Ein lavir gam labo. You can't remove him even in the future. Since he established chazaka on his mitzvah. If you have one person who has the chazaka to blow the first day, the other has the chazaka to blow the second day. For Yerishim Yom Rishon Shabbos first day was Shabbos. Harish Togev Sheni. First one the chazaka to blow on the first day blows on the second day. And the second guy is pushed off that year. And this is the same thing is true about by the Putim by Marv. She's part of a Simon Tofresh Membeis, which we don't really say that. Even though there seems that Shachum is an opinion which casts aspersions on this perspective, nevertheless, this is the custom. Mishiel Chazaka V'loya Pam Oshtayim Bebeso. Somebody had a Chazaka, but 2 or 3 years he wasn't home. Lo Avachas doesn't mean he doesn't lose Chazaka on that account. Avod B'Shlosh, but if it's 3 times, just like a Chazaka by land, by real estate, nearly Dava Chazkasa. I think he loses Chazaka. And also if he was sick for 3 years, he loses Chazaka. But 1 year he deliberately refrained from davening or blowing. Even after that one time. There was this place where the minhag is that person says slichas is all shel tzibur for all other davenings of the day. Fil arvis even marv the night before. Marchel avel yartzeit pushes off even an avel and even a yartzeit. The word says again the marv before, and he says some people just told shachas and mincha. It's the indication of also when he says even. Mishnah says the rabbi is not sure about this, and he goes the yartzeit should daven if he's fasting. Yes, so that place the minhag was fast. From the tzeichen on, and the other could daven. Even the ikar davening is the Baal Slichas after for Ashrei and Lametzeach, you can give it to the other. I know he says Lametzeach, it's from Ashrei. Anyway, it says Arukh HaShulchan, In yeshivas, I think the minhag still is that way in some places, but by Baal Batim, it's not usually a minhag. General principle is avoid machlokes in these matters. Anybody who has the fear of God within him, Yivato Daito, he should negate his own stance. Even though he thinks that people are doing inappropriate things. Not to come to machlokes. Many times the Satan dances over these things. Somebody who tries to refrain from machlokas has great reward. It's very much a concern about the Shel Tzibur and Zokeh of these 3 days. And these Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. Separating himself for 3 days, seemingly from marital relations, and to check out his deeds. But we can't be so machmir on this. It sounds like I have some here. It sounds like even for slichas, but at least I guess for the Yom Tov. But we're not marking this. Puts on the towels before daybreak in order to lead the slichas. The towel should not make a bracha on the house. It's best to borrow somebody else's towels. Not take your own towels. Because there is a safek bracha. Mr. Burr says you take it only for honor and not to acquire it. Shantian says where if he only has his own talus, regardless, he puts on without a bracha, and when it gets when it becomes daybreak, he should rub the tzitzis and make a bracha. Since we mentioned Psukim and Chazal, supposed to make a bracha before Slichas Siman Mem Zayin. Ches Isa Medrash Vayikra. It says the Medrash in Parshas Vayikra, in Parshas Vayikra, Parshas Lamed. Be'er Vashon Gdolei Adam Misani. Erev Vashon, the great people generation fast. Hakadosh Baruch Hu mevatem shlish me'avon l'seim. Hakadosh Baruch Hu meichel a third of their sins. Merashon Yom Kippur Yechidim Misani. Merashon Yom Kippur individuals fast. U'meratem Ochli, and they're discounted another third. Yom Kippur Kol Misani. Yom Kippur everybody fasts. Hakadosh Baruch Hu Be'el Yisrael. Hashem says to Amisol Madu Ozil Ozil. You know what? The other third is also gone. Start a new cheshbon. And from Yom Kippur to Sukkot, everybody's involved in this lulav and esrog, and when it's Sukkot, so therefore there's no cheshbon of chatayim yet. You have to be shishachakoi something even Kodesh Baruch Hu. The first day you have to everybody starts for Kodesh Baruch Hu. To learn besor and end with their lulav and esrog. Moshe Kodesh Baruch Hu. So Hashem says, "Madazi also." Okay, even today. War on the bridge. We'll start from tomorrow. So he says, take for all of you on the first day of Sukkot. Test. A piece of no grab sanas for Erev Rosh Hashanah. Many people there have the custom fast Erev Rosh Hashanah. It's a cure. It's not considered to be like arrogant. At least kashev at smoking. Considering oneself in the greats of the generation. Anybody can fast for his sins. Especially last day of the year. It's not because you get yourself from the great people of the generation. Some people fast first day. It's true when their individuals fast all 10 days of Mitzvah. The fact you're missing 4 days. 2 days Rosh Hashanah, 1 day Shabbos, 1 day Yom Kippur. Well, Rosh Hashanah, 1 day Shabbos. What's the 4th day? I guess you're not fasting some good day anyway. Yom Kippur anyway, I don't know which day you're missing. I always assumed 4 days, but I'm not counting it. It's only 3. Not sure what it means. Okay. They count it. They start from the 4 days for slichas. Like Rosh Hashanah become Chamishi, which comes out on Thursday. Bisana Bayom Mitzuvim fast the 4 preceding days. Shabbos and fast on Shabbos comes out on Shabbos. Bisana Bayom Rishon Bayom Sheni. Yom Chamishi, fast on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. Erev Hashanah and Erev Hashanah. Shechab Yom Sheni, so it comes out on Monday. Misanim Yom Rishon, Yom Sheni, Yom Chamishi, Erev Hashanah, fast Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Erev Hashanah. Shechab Yom Gimel, so it goes out Tuesday. Christ Barshim Misani, Rosh Hashanah, ain't Sivin Lashnim Rakshne Yom B'Kodim Rosh Hashanah. Those who fast Rosh Hashanah only have to complete 2 days before Rosh Hashanah. You would B'Chol Eilat HaNesim, all these fast days, ain't Sivin Lashnim Rakshne Yom B'Kodim Rosh Hashanah. You don't have to go all the way till nightfall. Till the stars come out. Arukh HaShulchan said this much earlier, you just have to go to Shkia. I feel bad Rosh Hashanah, Yer Rosh Hashanah. We only go half a day. Vein Koren Ben Bechai, don't even Bechai, Vein Shitzel Omanenu, Shitzel does not say here about Kol Yachid Filas Mincha Kola, but Shomer Tefillah Kol Times. He's still fasting. Mincha, he says in Shomer Tefillah. Vein Hashatz Omer, it says in Mincha in the Yechidus. Vein Hashatz Omer Mincha Birkas Konim, Shitzel does not say Mincha Birkas Konim like a fast. Chabritz Mila opinion Ben Oshar Sudas Mitzvah Fiyah Erev Hashanah. If I have bris or opinion Ben or other Sudas Mitzvah Erev Hashanah, Mutar Mechol Kol Mishiyat Zeh. Everybody can eat. I don't know why they don't make a siyum out of Rosh Hashanah every year. Those who are relevant to the bris also mitzvah to eat. Rosh Hashanah Takuf Chol Samaches Sanshon. Rosh Hashanah Yesh Lasos Asur Kom Chatzos. Rosh Hashanah you shouldn't even fast till Chatzos. Tanesim Ehu Tov Shki Yaschil Yisrael. So these fast it's best when you start fasting Yomar. You should say Yomar B'li Bo to definitively decide internally Sheyeh B'li Neder. It's without any vow or oath. Shame B'Shana Ches, if not a year late, say something else, he won't want to fast, or it's just be a dough. Have permission to desist from doing so. I'm not going to say but I told Hurricane Tambi, but he did fast out of mine. To always do this, I feel like saying Rakpam Achas, he only fasted once. Sorry, Chayatorah B'Shana Shana needs to be matin there the second year. He may not tell his sons doesn't want to fast anymore. He fasted generically without any thought in your mind. You did this 3 times. Only 2 times. Ain't tzorich nothing matin neder. Which time you're there, simulation dial. I ain't shom like we wrote in your day.